Welcome to Surprising Details, where we uncover the unexpected origins and fascinating histories behind everyday items. Did you know that the modern toothbrush we use daily started its journey in China in the 1400s with boar bristles and bamboo handles? Join us as we explore 10 more intriguing facts that will leave you amazed and enlightened about the mundane objects that surround us. Get ready to be surprised. Number 10. Play-Doh's origins. Play-Doh, now a beloved children's modeling compound, was originally invented as a wallpaper cleaner. The product was developed in the 1930s by a company called Kutol Products, intended to remove soot and dirt from wallpaper in homes heated by coal. The original formula was a pliable, dough-like substance that could be pressed against walls to lift off grime. This practical use reflected the everyday challenges of maintaining cleanliness in coal-heated homes and showcased the product's initial utility. Only later, Play-Doh was rebranded and marketed as a toy, demonstrating how a product's purpose can dramatically change over time. In the 1950s, a classroom teacher discovered that the wallpaper cleaner made an excellent modeling compound for children. With some modifications to the formula and the addition of color, Play-Doh became a safe and non-toxic toy for kids. The success of Play-Doh in the toy market highlights the importance of adaptability and innovation, turning a practical cleaning product into a staple of childhood creativity and play. Number 9. Remote control history. Surprisingly, the remote control was invented before the television. In 1898, Nikola Tesla demonstrated a teleautomaton that could control mechanical devices using radio waves. This early innovation demonstrated Tesla's visionary understanding of electromagnetic waves and their potential applications. Tesla's invention was initially intended for military applications, allowing for the remote operation of boats and other equipment, showcasing his technology's practical and strategic uses. Despite its initial use in specific niches, the principles behind Tesla's teleautomaton eventually permeated consumer electronics, transforming the way we interact with devices like televisions, garage doors, and even drones. The remote control became a household staple, evolving from simple channel changers to complex devices that manage entire home entertainment systems. Tesla's early work laid the groundwork for modern remote controls, illustrating the far-reaching impact of his pioneering efforts in wireless communication. Number 8. CD Length and Beethoven. The standard length of a CD, 74 minutes, was specifically chosen to accommodate Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. This decision was made by Sony's vice president, Norio Oga, who was a classical music enthusiast and wanted the entire symphony to fit on a single disc. This choice significantly influenced the design and capacity of CDs, marrying technology with classical music in a unique way. The 74-minute length was not only a nod to cultural heritage, but also pushed the technological limits of the time, requiring advances in digital storage and encoding. This standardization set the stage for the CD's success as a dominant format for music distribution in the late 20th century. CDs revolutionized the way music was consumed, offering superior sound quality and durability compared to vinyl records and cassette tapes. The influence of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony on the development of the CD reflects the intersection of technology and the arts, highlighting how cultural priorities can shape technological advancements. Today, while digital streaming has taken over, the CD's legacy remains significant in the history of music technology. Number 7. Forks as tools of the devil. In the 11th century, Theodora Anna Ducana, the niece of the Byzantine emperor, introduced forks to Venice. However, their use was considered scandalous and even associated with the devil. Theodora's introduction of forks to Venetian society was met with significant resistance, as many viewed these utensils as unnecessary and decadent. Religious and cultural norms of the time favored eating with hands or using spoons, and the use of forks was seen as an affront to these traditions. The backlash against forks was rooted in deep-seated beliefs about morality and hygiene. Some religious leaders condemned the use of forks, associating them with the devil, and viewing them as an indulgence that separated people from the more natural act of eating with one's hands. It took several centuries for forks to gain acceptance in Europe, with the utensil gradually becoming a symbol of refinement and etiquette. This transition highlights the dynamic nature of social customs and the eventual mainstreaming of innovative practices, showing how cultural perceptions can evolve over time. Number 6. Napkins from dough. The first napkins were lumps of dough called apomagdali, used by Spartans to clean their fingers during meals. This practical method eventually evolved into using bread and then cloth napkins. The use of dough as napkins reflects the resourcefulness of ancient cultures and their ability to repurpose materials for multiple uses. Spartans, known for their frugality and practicality, utilized dough not only for eating, but also for maintaining cleanliness during meals. Over time, as dining practices became more sophisticated, the transition to bread napkins was a natural progression. Diners often ate the bread after using it to clean their hands, merging functionality with sustenance. The eventual move to cloth napkins underscored the changes in social etiquette and the increasing emphasis on hygiene and convenience at the dining table. Cloth napkins also became a symbol of refinement and civility, evolving into the elegant dining accessories we are familiar with today. This evolution of napkins highlights the continuous innovation in dining customs, reflecting broader societal shifts toward more refined and hygienic practices. Number 5. Microwave mysteries. Despite their ubiquity, there's still some debate about how microwaves heat food. The common belief is that water molecules in the food absorb energy from the microwave's electromagnetic waves, causing them to vibrate and produce heat. However, some scientists propose other mechanisms might be at play, such as the involvement of dipole rotation and ionic conduction. The water molecule's dipole nature, which means they have a positive and a negative end, causes them to align and realign rapidly in response to the microwaves, creating heat through friction. These varying theories illustrate the complexities of microwave technology and the ongoing exploration into how precisely these everyday appliances work. This debate encourages continued scientific inquiry into even the most familiar aspects of our daily lives, demonstrating that there's always more to learn about the tools we use daily. Microwaves have become an essential part of modern kitchens, transforming food preparation and making it more convenient. The exploration into their heating mechanisms highlights the intersection of everyday convenience and scientific curiosity, underscoring the continual advancements in household technology. Number 4. Cotton candy's inventors. Cotton candy, that fluffy fairground treat, was invented by a dentist, William Morrison, and a candy maker, John C. Wharton, in 1895. Originally called Fairy Floss, it was first sold at the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904. Morrison and Wharton developed a machine that melted sugar and used centrifugal force to spin it through tiny holes, creating fine threads that solidified in the air and collected into a web-like confection. The irony of a dentist co-inventing a sugary treat is not lost, as it seemingly contradicts the profession's focus on dental health. However, this invention highlights the ingenuity and unexpected collaborations that can lead to delightful creations. The success of cotton candy at the World's Fair popularized it across the United States, making it a staple at carnivals and amusement parks and a beloved treat for generations. The machine's ability to transform simple granulated sugar into a fluffy and fun treat captivated fairgoers and paved the way for cotton candy to become a symbol of joyous celebrations. This story underscores how innovation can stem from the most unlikely sources, resulting in products that bring happiness and nostalgia to countless people. Number 3. Gasoline and human efficiency. A fascinating study comparing the efficiency of the human body to a gasoline engine found that a human could bike roughly 912 miles on the energy contained in 1 gallon of gasoline. This comparison highlights the incredible efficiency of human metabolism in converting food into energy. Human muscles are capable of converting calories from food into kinetic energy with an efficiency of about 25%. In contrast, internal combustion engines in cars are notoriously inefficient, converting only about 20–30% of the energy in gasoline into useful work, with the rest lost as heat. This study not only underscores the potential of human-powered transportation, but also illustrates the importance of exploring sustainable and efficient energy solutions. The human body's ability to endure long distances with minimal energy input showcases its remarkable adaptability and endurance. This comparison also invites reflection on how we can harness and optimize human energy for practical applications, promoting more sustainable and eco-friendly modes of transportation. Understanding and improving energy efficiency remains a crucial area of research, with implications for both technology and environmental sustainability. Number 2. Ancient pillows. Ancient Egyptians used stone pillows designed to support and stabilize the head, and likely to protect elaborate hairstyles. These stone pillows were often intricately carved with images of gods and symbols intended to ward off evil spirits. Comfort, as we know it, was not always the primary goal for sleeping arrangements in ancient times. Instead, these pillows served both a practical and spiritual purpose. Keeping the head elevated also helped prevent insects from crawling into the ears, nose, or mouth during sleep. Number 1. Toothbrush origins. The modern toothbrush, a fundamental tool in our daily hygiene routine, has its origins in China around the 1400s. Early toothbrushes were made with boar bristles attached to bamboo or bone handles. These toothbrushes were quite effective for their time, although the boar bristles were sometimes harsh on the gums and teeth. This design persisted for centuries, showcasing the innovation of early Chinese dental care practices that emphasized oral hygiene long before it became a global standard. This design remained relatively unchanged until 1938, when nylon bristles were introduced, revolutionizing oral hygiene. Nylon bristles, developed by DuPont, were more durable, hygienic, and gentle on the teeth and gums, marking a significant advancement in dental care. Over time, ergonomic designs and additional features, such as electric toothbrushes, further enhanced our oral care routines, building on these ancient foundations. Today, toothbrushes come in various shapes and sizes, catering to specific dental needs and continuing the legacy of innovation that began centuries ago in China. That wraps up our journey through some of the most surprising details about everyday items. If you enjoyed discovering these unexpected facts with us, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more curated lists, ranging from the top 10 must-sees to deep dives into fascinating histories. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to explore more intriguing details with you in our next video.